Good morning. Thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. I know today's a busy day and thanks for taking time out of your day. Unfortunately today I don't have very good news and I want to bring it to you all so everyone knows what's going on, and we are showing the leadership and transparency that we do here at the Cascade County Sheriff's Office with events that occur. I want to discuss our mission statement first. Our mission statement of the Cascade County Sheriff's Office is very simple. We serve our community, we have a commitment to our profession, and we're accountable to everybody. That's it. That's how simple it is. Well, recently, this individual right here, Lloyd Ogden Jr., a corporal, the Cascade County Detention Center, he violated our principles, his ethics, and our mission statement. And I'm going to discuss those issues with you here today, being as transparent and forthright as I possibly can. On August 17th, 2025, around 3 a.m. in the morning, Cascade County deputies responded to a family disturbance involving Lloyd Ogden Jr. The call reported that Lloyd Ogden was drinking, he was suicidal, and he was armed with a handgun. There were also four family members in the home, including 3 juveniles. Deputies responded to the scene inside the city limits. This was due to the fact that the Great Falls Police Department had requested that we cover calls in the city due to a fatal accident that they were handling, which required all of their resources. Deputies arrived at 1015 4th Avenue South. They attempted to contact Lloyd Ogden Jr. using our PA, or public announcement system, commonly referred to as a bullhorn, to get him to come outside and surrender to law enforcement peacefully. Phone contact was later made, and Ogden briefly appeared inside the residence. The initial caller exited the residence and gave further info and was treated for minor injuries. Ogden stated that a family member had picked him up. Deputies then entered the residence and secured the children safely. Deputies responded to 1406 5th Avenue North, which is later learned to be his brother's address, where they were able to take Ogden into custody safely. The charges filed in this case are partner family member assault, a misdemeanor, for causing bodily injury to a family member, and felony assault with a weapon for pointing a handgun and making threats. A search warrant was executed at the above residence that we initially responded to. A firearm was not recovered, but a live handgun round was found at the scene. Ogden now remains in custody in the Choteau County Detention Center. There's a history here that we have to talk about of concern. On June 19th, 2025, an earlier domestic disturbance with suicidal threats and a handgun occurred again at the same residence of Lloyd Ogden Jr. The family on that situation was evacuated after he had made physical assault threats. Video and witness accounts confirmed Ogden's aggression. Ogden, during this process, had made omissions to policy violations but denied criminal conduct. This investigation, as it lied in the city limits at that point in time, was handled by the Great Falls Police Department. There was no prosecution in this investigation because the family members and victims and witnesses would not cooperate with law enforcement. Lloyd Ogden Jr. was offered help by our administration during the Great Falls Police Department's ongoing criminal investigation. He entered into inpatient treatment in Florida from June 26th to August 25th of 2025. August 1st of 2025. We then conducted our internal affairs and accountability process. On August 5th, 2025, the Sheriff's Office opened a comprehensive internal affairs investigation. On August 12th, Ogden gave conflicting statements and admitted to policy violations but denied crimes. Investigations into all aspects of Ogden's conduct are ongoing. It should be noted that yesterday, Cascade County Sheriff's deputies conducted search warrants at Lloyd Ogden's brother's residence. His name is James William Ogden. They did recover artifacts to corroborate what had occurred and to corroborate our investigation. Those are available in a PC affidavit, and James Ogden is currently in custody right now for felony obstruction of justice and tampering and fabricating with evidence. Key thing here, I want everyone to understand, no one is above the law. Law enforcement officers are held accountable just like any citizen. Ogden's pattern of criminal behavior possesses a clear threat to public safety and violates the policy and code of ethics. Our Sheriff's Office is committed to accountability and public trust. This arrest demonstrates a zero-tolerance policy for misconduct. The Sheriff's Office and myself, who is ultimately accountable, is deeply concerned about this event, and we are constantly reviewing our hiring and vetting processes to mitigate these incidents of public trust both now and into the future. Lloyd Ogden Jr. was hired in July of 2021 by the Cascade County Sheriff's Office. This employee is and will be receiving his due process in both his employment and criminal allegation. The Cascade County Sheriff's Office supported him and our staff while the initial investigation was ongoing. However, this violent and dangerous behavior has gone too far, and we will be seeking justice in this investigation for both the victims and our community. So with that, I'll take questions.
What exactly was the individual's role within the Cascade County Sheriff's Office?
He was a corporal in the detention center.
Was the initial call at his house or his brother's house? Did he move between houses?
Yeah, so information that we have at this point in time is he was seen there when deputies arrived. At some point, probably while we were still trying to establish a perimeter, he left and his brother gave him a ride to the other residence.
And you said he's in custody in Shoto County?
Correct. Yeah. And just for clarification, if everyone's wondering why, obviously he worked at the Cascade County Detention Center and he was also a supervisor. So therefore, we don't want a power dynamic occurring, whether it's with our staff or whether it's with inmates or anything like that. Obviously, he's going to be isolated, but it's best to just have him move to a different facility for not only the safety of everybody in our facility, but his own safety as well.
And so you said there's an internal investigation. Is any other, like, Shoto County going to be conducting any further investigation as well, or is it just the internal?
No, at this time it is the entire investigation is with the Cascade County Sheriff's Office, and the Cascade County Attorney's Office will be prosecuting the matter.
I'll ask the county attorney's office also, but the initial case, I remember him being charged. He did not get prosecuted?
No, he did not.
Is there a specific reason for sending him to Florida for treatment, or is are there other options?
That was a decision, that was his request, his decision. I guess what I want to articulate with that too is, you know, when you have an employee and there obviously appears to be something else going on, we are in an interesting spot as an employer because while there's an ongoing investigation, which we respect and which we have to allow to continue, we also have to continue with all the necessary things that we would normally do to help an individual employee due to their employee rights and also just as people to make sure that they're okay.
Investigation is ongoing, but is he still currently employed by the sheriff's office?
So as of today, so how do I'll explain this as best as I can without going into anything I'm not supposed to. As of today, he'll be placed on unpaid leave, effective today. However, I want to be cautious because he has his employee due process rights and he has his criminal due process rights, and we want to uphold those. So I don't really want to elaborate any further on that.
Was he'd been on administrative leave from the first incident?
Correct.
Was he still on administrative leave when this happened?
Correct, he was. I'll further articulate that because I think this is important too. From the June 19th incident until present day, he has not been in any capacity of serving or working at any time during this for the sheriff's office. He's been on paid administrative leave.
Before June, were there any incidents that you were aware of with this particular employee?
No.
How have, because you mentioned that you guys are always looking and reviewing your hiring processes.
Mhm.
How has it changed since, July of 2021 to today in 2025?
Vastly. It's changed vastly. I think you're always trying to do a better job on your vetting, your background processes. A lot of things are required by law, depending upon your position, but your psychological evaluations, your to evaluations, all those types of things, you're always constantly trying to get better with those. Use different tools that are available out there to vet people, make sure that the story that they're giving you when they get hired is actually who they are. So we're constantly striving to do a better job on that, and we will continue to do so.
Are witnesses and those involved participating or cooperating in this investigation?
I will say in this second one, it appears so at this point in time. I obviously have a concern for the victims and witnesses in this because it was very concerning to me that they would not cooperate in the first investigation. And that's a red flag. I'll just say that. Any other questions? Okay. As always, we will do our best to keep you updated as this case moves forward. We will be sending out a written release as well out to the media in writing so that there's a written statement coming out as well. But thank you all for being here. This is an important issue and we want to make sure we transparently get it out to our entire community. So thank you so much. God bless everyone.